It's been a long experience in the IPO market, as you might gather from looking at me. I've been at this for, God, close to 50 years. And it's changed. It hasn't changed that much, but it's changed. There have been phases to it. Back when, the market was sort of divided. There were sort of the big investment banks, Goldman Sachs and whatnot. Then there was a middle tier of investment banks, like Alex Brown, Hambrick and Quist, that specialized in tech companies, which is kind of what we do.
Sure.
And then there was a lower tier of banks where you didn't want to go near. Okay, so that's all sort of changed. Now it's kind of the big ones and the smaller medium ones, of which one is this firm, Joe Gunnar, that we're at their conference. And so then the question is sort of what companies, what does it take, what do you need to do in order to go public? And that's changed over the years. That, from the old days, if you had $20 million in revenues and had a good story, one of the middle tier banks would be happy to take you public. Then there was a sort of the crash around 2000 where really nobody was going public, or very few companies were going public, and there, other than biotech, you needed $100 million in revenues and also a good story. So, but the world has changed again, and so now some very small companies, are going public. And then the next question should be, why would you want to do that?
Why don't you go public? Right.
So, so it's a mixed blessing. I think people don't really understand it because, what the press covers is really the success stories and not the failures, right? So, you go public. The reason for going public is that your stock is publicly traded. You now have a paper net worth that's significant, hopefully. And ultimately you want to realize on that by selling stock and becoming a wealthy person. So if you want to know why you should go public, you should talk to Mark Zuckerberg, not me. But the other side of it is that it's an expensive process. In many ways, there's a false promise to it that you can be public and the stock barely trades. And so what you're then stuck with is a very expensive regulatory scheme. Potential liability, and the benefits that you're anticipating, like you have a liquid security that you can sell and make some money, doesn't materialize. So it's a complex decision as to whether or not you want to do it. Well, you want someone really who has experience. It's really very important. I mean, it's not just a matter of people reading the rules and understand. Anybody can do that. Any lawyer can do that. It doesn't matter. I mean, but there's a lot of art as well as science to the process in terms of what you can say, what you can't say, how you say it, how you present yourself, and so you want somebody with a lot of experience. Now you could go hire one of the big Wall Street firms if you want to spend $2 million, or you could hire somebody like us and spend substantially less. But you want a lawyer with experience, but you also want somebody who knows what they're doing, has a good educational background, good experience background, and all that.